Hello and welcome to the Badjr. Today we'll be looking at alternative LAN IPs and how you can use them to set up VLANs on your network. Let's get started. All right. Here we are on our site page, and we are going to be using Stellenbosch University. If we go to our LAN tab, you'll see here the option for alternate LAN IPs. What this means is that I am able to give the Badjr a different LAN IP other than its default. So you'll see here we've got 192.168.55.1 is our main Badjr IP address, and then the DHCP is based off of that range. Now, what if I wanted to add phones to the network, but I wanted them on a different subnet entirely? I don't want to split the network physically, but I can split it into a VLAN if I wanted to do that. To do that, I will edit alternate LAN IPs, and I'll add a new one. Now, if we're going to be using this for phones, we can call this VoIP VLAN. And this network range is going to be 192.168.60 on a /24 network. 60.1 will be the Badjr's IP address on this range, and it will be on the same LAN interface. If I want it to be a VLAN, in which case this is our plan, we tag it as a VLAN. Now, if those phones are set up to connect to a VLAN, you'll set those phones to a specific VLAN, and the VLAN will be the same on this side. Once I've set the VLAN tag, this could be any number, but if the phones are wanting to connect to this VLAN, they will need to be set up with the same VLAN tag. I can enable DHCP on this VLAN, which if the phones connect to this VLAN, they will get an IP address in this range. You won't need to set those phones with static IP addresses. You can set them on the VLAN. They will get a range in the range that you've set here. And your DNS server can be a separate machine if you want. Just note that if these phones are in a VLAN, they're going to be split completely from the network. So you won't be able to access these phones unless you're on the same VLAN. With this option, map this IP to another IP. We will go through that in a future video. You can expose this IP range to site VPNs if you've got sites connected together and you want to see those VLANs across this alternative IP address across the VLAN. And you can enable this, but we're going to enable this alternate LAN IP. We go back to our LAN overview, and you'll see here we've created a alternate LAN IP with a VLAN tag. Let's try another one. Say I have cameras, and call it the camera LAN. We're not going to make this a VLAN at all. We're going to say all the cameras are on this network. Make this one's the Badjr's IP. We're not going to tag this as a VLAN. We're going to click save. Now the cameras, what the cameras will need to be set to, they will have to be statically assigned IP addresses and then point to 10.0.0.10 as the gateway to be able to be on this network, because there's no VLAN. This alternate LAN IP only creates an IP address for the Badjr, but doesn't apply any DHCP unless you apply a VLAN to it. If we log into our Badjr through its web interface, here we are, and we go to webfig, we go to IP and we go to addresses, we will see where that alternate LAN IP has been set. Here's the one for the VoIP VLAN. That's another IP address on the same LAN. You'll see here that it's assigned to the interface VLAN VoIP VLAN. If we go find that interface, here it is here, and you'll see that that interface has then been assigned to the LAN bridge with the VLAN tag ID. For a regular alternative IP address, for the cameras, for example, you've got the alternative IP, just another IP address assigned to the same LAN interface. And there we have it. Those are your alternative LAN IPs and how to set up a VLAN on the same virtual network. Thanks for watching.